Hello, I just watched a really cool video, and there's many points that I want to share with you, so stick with me. There's so much that I want to share, but the guy was talking how, and I've always said this, that we get uncomfortable, we experience even a tiny little micro moment of discomfort, and we go to our phone and we go online and we're trying to avoid any kind of feeling, any kind of uncomfortable emotion, any kind of contact with emotions or feelings that we don't like, and we instantly go to the phone. Like we're even when we're waiting online at the supermarket, we're waiting at the bank, we're waiting at the post office. And there was a point that I realized, like, I'm just gonna be fully honest, like a little TMI maybe, but I don't give a crap, but I couldn't even take a shit without my phone. I couldn't even take a shit without being on my phone. And eventually, I don't know, I just didn't like that. And now it's not like I never use it, of course, like it doesn't matter. We don't need to obsess about it. But sometimes it's cool to recognize maybe those patterns and that behavior that maybe you're like, you know what, I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be glued to my phone 24/7. I don't want to be obsessed and constantly checking my phone, checking social media, checking everything. Like, it's okay to take a little breath, be with ourselves, by ourselves. It's kind of funny because those little moments, like, that can turn into a meditation. That 1 minute at the supermarket when you're waiting online, can you be with yourself? Can you see what comes up? Can you, whatever, love the impatience that's coming up, love that frustration of like, why is this new cashier so slow? Like, I need to get home, I need to go do this, I need to go do that. Can we just breathe and relax in that moment? Can we take a shit without a distraction? Can we just be waiting at the bank, waiting at the post office, and just waiting, just breathing, smiling to people, maybe having a conversation with someone you've never met, complimenting someone? Like, can we just live without being in our phones all the time? He was also talking how a monk is kind of like forced to live by themselves, to be by themselves, spend a lot of time by themselves. So now there's no escape. Like, you're gonna see all the beautiful things about yourself that you love, and you're gonna see all the things about yourself that you don't like. And that's when you're kind of putting a crash course of self-acceptance and self-compassion and self-love. Like, you either learn how to embrace yourself and how to embrace the things that you don't like about yourself, and how to welcome those things, how to accept them and love them, and how to be compassionate with yourself, or you're not going to survive and you're going to leave. So in a way, that's just showing us you don't need to become a monk. You don't need to live that lifestyle. You don't need to spend 4 hours a day meditating or more. You don't need to go to that extreme, but it's just showing us and reminding us of we need to spend time with ourselves, by ourselves, and not even doing a guided meditation or a guided exercise, but maybe just breathing, and that's it. No other goal than just to breathe and be present. And that's not easy. It's not easy, but it helps. And he also, I love what he said when he said that he looked at himself as a building under construction. It can be messy, there's tools laying around, there's nails over there, there's stuff going on, but it's a work in progress. And I've always said that too. Like, it's we might never, and I really mean this, never ever in this lifetime reach that beautiful, amazing, perfect goal that we see ourselves as, and like that vision that you have for yourself of, this is exactly how I want to be, and when I'm that way I'll be happy. Like, first of all, that's an illusion, because when you reach whatever you want to reach, you're gonna want more. Like, you're gonna want something different. So it's always gonna be that chase and chasing that expectation that you have. So it's also beautiful of recognizing, like, I can accept myself for who I am and love myself for who I am, and at the same time recognize that yes, I'm going to keep growing and evolving and changing and shifting. So it's that balance of acceptance and continued growth. But I think that I like that analogy of seeing yourself as a building under construction. It's a cool way to, it's a more welcoming, accepting, compassionate way to look at ourselves. I like that. He also talked a lot about simplifying your life, and I'm a huge fan of this. I've never talked about this actually. This is a good time to bring it up, but I'm a huge fan of like minimalism. There's a book, really cool book called Essentialism. I think it's Essentialism. I think so. I don't know. A friend gave it to me. I can't remember the exact name. Very cool concepts. I don't go to an extreme when it comes to minimalism. Well, I did live in my van for a while, and I traveled the country twice in this van, so that's pretty minimalistic. But like I said, I don't go to an extreme with these things like minimalism, essentialism, but I'm a huge fan of it and a huge proponent of it. You don't need to go to an extreme, but there's things in your life that I guarantee there's something in your life that you can cut out and start to simplify. He had a really good point, this guy in this video, that your energy is always the same. We have a finite amount of energy every day, but year after year after year, we meet more people. So we have more friends on Facebook and people that we are in touch with. And sometimes we try to stay in touch with everyone and stay up to date on everything, and the growth is not the same. It's not like you keep meeting more and more people and you have more people that you want to stay in touch with, but it's not like that your energy level keeps going up year after year after year. Either stays the same, or maybe for some of us, as time goes on, it might actually go down a little bit depending on your age and health and everything. So he was a proponent of simplifying your life and even simplifying the number of people in your life. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I do resonate with that. I do resonate with not obsessing about, I need to stay in touch with everyone. We start to put things on our to-do lists that don't really need to be there. It's just our beliefs, our ways of looking at things that we feel like we need to. I don't know, I think you know what I mean. I'm not even gonna go there anymore. But so just simplify your life and focus on what really matters to you. And of course, I really resonate with that. What do you really want? That's a tough question. What do you really want? What makes you happy? And this comes to the other point that he talked about. Like, he said, don't make happiness your goal. Don't chase happiness. Don't try to focus on happiness. He said, focus on a lifestyle which the side effect of it will be happiness. So if you have the people that you love spending time with, if you spend time with them, the side effect will be happiness. If you have hobbies and things that you like to do, a passion of yours, and maybe a project that just makes you feel alive, and things that make you feel like a kid again and so happy and energetic and joyful, if that's a focus, if that's part of your lifestyle, the side effect of it will be happiness and fulfillment. Sometimes we think superficial things that might bring happiness for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes or things like that are the answer, but if you don't create a lifestyle around the things that bring you fulfillment and deep, true fulfillment, that's how I always emphasize so much about what brings you a sense of purpose and meaning and fulfillment, and the things that go deep, that truly make you happy. Can you create a lifestyle around those things? So he had many points and many truly some are maybe like common sense, but it's a beautiful reminder, beautiful video. I'm gonna link to the video somewhere. It might be below, I might put it somewhere in here. If I forget, please remind me. I create a lot of videos, sometimes I forget, but he had beautiful points. And as always, I have the tools that I recommend, and I'll put the link below of the tools that I recommend for self-love and in a compassionate way, in a healing, beautiful way. The link is always below, but I think it's helpful to hear perspectives from different people. So please check out this video. Beautiful, amazing video, and very fascinating human being. I like the things he shares. So check out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.